Let's see how you do it. Kind of grade the paper in your head. Oh, I know.
I didn't know when I got that out. I think I missed it something. I missed quite a couple of them.
All right, that's what we did today. Oh, it ain't either. That's a different one. I think it's the same one. Let me go back and get the one you did. This right here.
Perfect sense.
That's the one y'all did. Okay. What did it do? Oh. Okay. Are they all turned in? Anyone still working? Okay. Energy from, I wrote down sunlight, then I said light.
Sunlight.
Sunlight or light. I don't know if the word the sun would work, but maybe the sun would work. I'll take that. To produce sugar. They're producing sugars. Okay. Use the products of photosynthesis to produce that fuel. ATP. I was hoping fuel would be what you keyed on. Okay. Primarily chlorophyll. Primarily chlorophyll. That's the pigment that's in chloroplast. 5, 6, and 7, the plant uses water
And carbon dioxide.
and carbon
CO2.
dioxide and releases
O2 and
other
sugar.
one blank, oxygen. Releases oxygen. They don't release. It releases oxygen into the air. Okay. Plants are only photosynthetic. That's true. Do all plants have leaves? No, they don't. Mosses don't have leaves. So the answer is truth and false. Because the moss is a simple plant. It's green, like little paddles, but they're not leaves. There's no veins inside them. That's why moss grows so little. They got to work by diffusion. If you're a diffusion doer, you can't be big. You need veins inside you. All right. The raw materials are the things they need is
CO2
water and
CO2.
CO2. Okay. And if you get that, you're going to spit out sugar
And oxygen.
And oxygen. The orders can be flip-flop, you know. I never did use D. 'Cause first off, that's not material. That's energy. You can't use because it's not material. You can't grab and hold it. Okay. Spongy mesophyll. Spongy would be what?
L.
The L. The L. Where's the vascular tissue?
T.
That was tango T. The superior cuticle is curved up. That's alpha. It's a wax material curved up.
See, we used a different term than
No, we
superior.
didn't. What do you think we use?
Upper and lower.
What do you think superior means?
Well, I got confused.
Superior means upper, lower. Inferior means lower. All right. Is that the one we did twice?
Yeah.
Okay, that's T. I gotta change it. Did anything I missed asking for? I think. Did I ever do superior epidermis?
Yeah, you did superior.
I did do superior.
Yeah.
Then maybe I don't need it.
That's 18. Oh.
Okay.
S.
S.
Didn't we just skip some stuff?
Well, I'm looking for something.
You didn't use a U.
I didn't use you.
Oh,
Yeah, you did.
I did.
Oh, you did? Well, see, if I asked for simply mesophyll,
It's with
That
both
you
of them.
use.
Yeah, because
That you use.
it's both of them. It's both
yeah,
of
but
But
this
I used it on that
this
Palisade.
half is palisade.
Yeah, I know
This
that.
half is spongy, but all of it, I didn't use you. So when I fix number 17, I want to ask a question for you. which
I
means
use you for the superior word or the inferior
That was-
word that you use, because I was confused. I didn't know what you were talking about.
cuticle on the surface. It's not. This
I'm
is
just used to saying up and lower, not the medical term.
Well, superior means that ain't medical. That's kindergarten. All right. Vascular tissue is T. Superior cuticle.
A.
X. X.
A. A as an apple. No.
I ain't got an X. I don't know what X at.
I think A.
My mistake. Vascular tissue. T.
T as in thumb.
That's the one we change to U. I get done. Where's that stoma?
S.
It's S. It just happens that S was, I don't often have them agree like that, I didn't care. Palisade, mesophyll, C is Charlie, like books on a bookshelf. They're real closely packed together. That's where the sun hits, so you want all your troops up there. Okay. Inferior cuticle,
P.
that'd be Papa, and that'd be the bottom of the layer. Phloem, which is phloem?
E.
E.
Hmm?
E.
What y'all saying?
E as in
Echo.
Echo.
E.
Was it? I said I put E. I
Okay.
said it was right.
Echo.
Delta is inside.
Inferior epidermis.
It's B.
Huh?
Inferior.
H.
Oh, I mean, it's
Inferior
H.
It's H as in Harry.
is hotel.
It's H. My
Okay.
bad.
Okay.
And the other one is B.
And then superior would be
B.
Bravo. Bravo. Guard cells.
M.
M's guard cells, they surround the stomach. What part of the leaf actually carries out the photosynthesis?
Vascular.
The mesophyll.
Oh,
Palisade.
The mesophyll tissue.
Get right. Nothing else can do. Nothing else makes sense. So you could back into that one by eliminating the ones that were not right. Still probably arrive at mesophyll. What carries water upward?
A.
The xylem. The xylem. What carries food to other places?
C.
Phloem. And that sounds like food. F, phloem, food. CO2, they cannot go in and out of
Critical.
the
Critical.
cuticle. Therefore, they have to enter a leaf to open. It's called.
Stomata.
Which one was it? Was it the A or was it the
It's
D?
D as in dog.
It's D because you have S on openings.
Stomata. Plural.
So it's D.
So it'd be D. I said openings, I made it become plural, and you're exactly right. I want y'all to read the detail like that. And a lot of folks just take the first one, look good, and then put A down and miss it. The Otta means a lot of. Otta, lotta.
Where's autumn?
Yeah, a lotta.
Stomata. Mata.
Oh.
Otta means a lotta. A lot of them. This is one I messed up, but it should be hard. On either side of the guard cells of a
Stoma. Stoma.
that's the stoma then. That ain't lotta. Okay. What are those things?
Stoma.
Stoma or stomata?
Stoma.
It's a lotta. Stomata.
Stomata.
Stomata. 5 of them.
I can get it.
The little dots, did you hear what they were?
Chlorophyll.
They're chloroplasts.
Class.
They're chloroplasts.
I didn't know.
And they contain the chlorophyll. But the dots are chloroplasts.
I can't stop the flash and put the fail.
What's your longest wavelength? The A side or F side? F is long wavelength.
Yeah.
Long. That's the long ones. Long ones.
Why I put F? You see how far red is from the rest of them? I
Kind of. Yeah, you can do that. Cause I didn't make it on. That's how it is. They're real long. There's a lot of red in the world. Some folks, that's why bulls charge them. It is so apparent in the environment. Which one is the least used for photosynthesis?
I'm colorblind.
Green, because that's what you see coming off of it. If you see it, it ain't going in. So you can't, they're not even green. What color light has the most energy we use?
violet.
The A, the violet ones do. Those real short wavelengths, tons of energy. Now,
Because the closer it is, we have more energy.
what do you call a substance that can absorb light? Pigment. And the color comes from, well, you know what
Reflected.
Because what's absorbed, you don't get to see that. Okay. Inside a chloroplast, what do you find? And the key word was membranes. And either C or D. I made one of them up.
Is D the right one?
Thylakoids.
Bacaloid.
The dactyloids. Let me spot those letters. See if I
Foreign
can find
language.
on that one.
That one
Yeah, I
sounds
made C up.
like foreign language.
The thylakoids. Actually, I don't like that question because that implies all happens on the thylakoids, but the dark reactions don't. But I left it because the membranes is enough to make you think of one of these two. And I made enough to myself. Don't like the question.
I know that was
So I might leave it alone anyway because the membrane still will give it away, the word membranes. What is that? That's chloroplast. That's a chloroplast.
I changed it all.
That's a chloroplast.
Chloroplast. And
Chloroplast.
then photo is chloroplast as well.
Well, if
Put it
you look
down on
right
it.
here, remember that one I said, what were these dots?
good.
Well, if I take that dot and blow it real big, it
That's
looks
what's on the
like
inside
that.
right there. So
That's a
it's
chloroplast.
That one I got.
And those dots are chloroplasts, and that's the one looking at the inside of it. Now, and that chloroplast, which one, where do you find the stroma?
C as in
It's all the
Charlie.
yellow stuff.
C as in Charlie.
It'd be Charlie. It's all the yellow stuff. That's the stuff that's outside there. And that's where the dark reactions actually happen. Now, the light ones, the light reactions need that green stuff. All right, now the next one says the thylakoid, one thylakoid. E. If you put D down, you didn't read the question right. D is 3 of those bad boys. E, that's why I said, read it carefully. Because A means echo. A stack of them is called a granum, so where's your stack?
Boy.
Bravo, bravo. The lamella, and that's the little walkway between them.
A apple.
And that'd be A for apple. What was that?
Chloroplast.
That's the real deal. That's
Chloroplast.
That's the chloroplast to electron
Oh,
state.
that's
That's the real. And obviously, it don't look much like that at all. But I can still see right here, the thylakoid. That's the granum. Here's the stroma. Everything's still there, but I can see it. I can teach it better with this picture. But they're all there. But that's the real thing. Kind of like a watermelon slice to me. All right. Which one does the water split?
A.
The light reaction split the water and spit out the oxygen. Which one has the 2 photosystems?
It's A.
The A again.
A.
They use light.
Yeah.
That's got to be light reactions. And which one employs the 2 electron transport chains?
A.
A again. A 3 times in a row. I do that. Don't let it freak you out. You can't be A again. You did A twice already. I do. All right. The Calvin cycle actually happens where?
B.
In the dark reactions out there in the stroma. Photosynthesis produces, which one makes the sugar?
It's B.
The dark reactions use some of the stuff from light reactions to make.
The hydrogen.
All right. Which phase of the, happens in those thylakoids? A does, because they have the chlorophyll, they need the sunlight. So A happens there. Which one happens out there in the stroma outside the thylakoid?
B. Dark reaction.
The Calvin, the dark reactions. And which one of those 2 requires the use of chlorophyll?
A.
The light reactions. Dark reactions don't care if they have chlorophyll or not. They don't need them anyway. The light reaction is going to have it. And that's why a plant in a closet dies, because the chlorophyll don't get to do its thing, because there's no light. Which phase is the light independent reaction? The dark ones
B.
are. The dark ones don't need light, they're called independent. The light dependent reactions are the ones that are light reactions. Which phase is using the NADP to grab the H to carry it somewhere else? The light reactions split the water, grab the H, and carry it to the dark reaction. Well, where did the light ones happen?
B.
All the beads inside the green. They need the light. And that's the chlorophyll. 58. What was 58? It's hydrogen.
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen falls down through here and spins its wheel and makes ATP. So all the 58s, I didn't change this one.
And that's what I was.
I didn't change that one on purpose.
See, that's
to
what
see if you
I was
key
doing,
on
but
it.
it was that. I was like, so what am I doing wrong? Because he kicks the husband out. That's all I kept thinking when I kept going like this.
Exactly.
Kick him
What do you kick the husband out?
Hey, that's what we done kicked him
Yeah, feminine shoulders. All right. But I left them on there. I didn't know. So at least one person, did you use these themselves? Or you thinking so?
I was going
I
to use
did
those,
put
but
that
when
and
you...
then I changed.
I almost took one of these and covered these two up. If I covered this up, then you would know water is.
Right, I'd have got it, but since they use
So I left it there to disguise it. But this one here
I just put I just put that.
become all these.
Yeah.
And of course, you come over here now.
Which
Just to
one?
do it. NADP plus what?
Phosphorus.
But that there, the H tells you. See, no H here, that was added. So it all works to be H. If you look at all the little clues, it's only H. The carbons come from the carbon dioxide, CO2. The hydrogens come from the water that was split. And the other oxygens come from the other half of the CO2. The water, that leaves, remember? And then the CO2 comes in, and this is half the CO2, that's the other half the CO2. And then
I'm confused.
the water that leaves the plant is coming out of the light reactions when you split the water. And you want to hang on to the H's, but the water says bye. But then the H, the O that you need in the chloroplast is coming from the other source of hydrogen, which is the carbon dioxide. That's how, and what holds them all together?
I forgot.
The energy comes from where? Shining right now outside. Sunlight.
So
Or light.
it's sunlight or light.
The energy comes from light or sunlight. Because even in a dark room with no walls, you can grow a plant with light, correct? It ain't got to be sunlight, but light's what folks use. The African violets do really well in fluorescent light, as you probably know.
What if I said photosynthesis?
I'll have these checked. And then that's